yesterday.
It's time
with Bruce Buffer.
Let's go on to another law here. It was just announced yesterday that the Nevada Athletic Commission is finally going to possibly torch the ban on marijuana, or as we refer to it, weed, or whatever the term, Mary Jane, green.
It needs to,
God's green, whatever you want to call it. They are finally considering removing marijuana as a banned substance.
Yeah.
And that mainly, I think that's because Nevada's legalized marijuana recently as a state.
I believe they have, or they've loosened it more to where it's essentially decriminalized. Here's the thing to me, and I've always said this: the Athletic Commission should make sure that you're not on drugs of recreation at the time of your fight. Anything that you're doing, even inside your training camp, I mean, that's on you. That's to your detriment. No one would ever. I mean, people would look funny at a fighter who is, having a drink the night before their fight, but the fight wouldn't be canceled. You know what I mean? And the effects of that, beverage are long gone by the time they're actually, stepping into the octagon. Make sure that the athletes that are competing are not impaired while they're fighting, and let them do what they want to do in their own lives, because the only person that they're hurting, are themselves. And I've heard people say, oh, well, you need to protect the athletes from themselves. You can't, if they're hurting themselves in training camp, you can't let them fight. Yeah, they're also taking concussive damage while fighting. So if you're going to protect everybody from everything, just don't let them fight. Just come on. Let's be serious about this. Weed is the least of anybody's real concerns.
It's the least of anybody's concerns. We talk about it all the time in the show. We're for legalization. I am not going to say what I'm about to say as a practitioner of using marijuana. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to say as an educated, semi-educated on the benefits of marijuana to the public, and why I say let it be legalized, because when I read about the medicinal values and what it's doing for people that have problems, whether it's Crohn's disease, anxiety, they talk about, there's mentions of Alzheimer's, there's mention the fact that it doesn't cause cancer by ingesting the smoke into your lungs as cigarette smoke, and we both agree that alcohol is far more dangerous. So I hope it goes through, because I've always said it's not a PED. Yeah. And again, I'm not a practitioner, but I mean, again, it's talking from an educated, just opinion. I just think that if an athlete, and I don't care what sport they're in, if you are training all day long, and especially as an MMA fighter, if you're beat up and you're sore, I would much rather see that it's legal for you to go home, enjoy a little whatever, God's green, as they call it, and not take a pain pill.
Well, here's the thing. I'm happy that you brought up pain medicine, because I'm not going to say who my friend is, and no one would know their name by any means. Not anyone of note in MMA. So therefore, but I'm still, keeping that close to the vest. But I have a friend, a very close, near and dear friend, who has suffered with addiction to painkillers because they have had issues in the past, multiple surgeries on certain things, and pain medication will be essentially, not pain medication, but pain management will be something in their life forever going forward. And they have stopped the pills to do CBD oil. And the pain management through CBD has not only kept this person out of pain, has also basically made them beat the addiction to opiate medicine.
See, I like hearing that, because for those in our audience listening, the CBD oils, we're not talking about, if I understand this correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, TJ, this is not putting the THC content into your body.
You're not getting high.
You're not getting high. This is the value of the hemp plant and CBD oils. I've actually been approached by a company that wanted me to get involved with them because they have the patent on a patch that you put on your shoulder, like a nicotine patch that puts CBD into your body over a 24-hour period for people that suffer from a variety of medicinal, or medical issues to help them. And I'm open to listening to them, because now with the legalization, and again, this is not getting high, this is the benefit from a medical standpoint.
There's no psychoactive, I don't know if effects, I would say, from the CBD oil. Now, I've talked in the past that my father had a liver transplant, and he basically ended up dying because the anti-rejection medicine that he had to take to keep his liver destroyed his kidneys. People that are in pain, when they are forced to take opioid medications, their pain is relieved, but now they're not living a subpar quality of life because of the pain. They're living a subpar quality of life because they're addicted to opiates. And you can say, oh, well, if they use it responsibly, they'll be fine. No, because if you take opiate medication for a long period of time, you essentially can never stop because your body has grown a tolerance, your dosage is going to go up, and then when you try to taper off or stop, you're going to go through serious withdrawals. I mean, pain medicine, it's amazing. For short-term things, getting your teeth pulled, it's great. But to live on, that's no way to live, Buff.
I absolutely agree. And let's just hope that everybody's making the right decision, whether it's for personal usage or the benefit the people that would like to use it. We live in the country of freedom, the country of freedom of choice. I'm happy to see when these advancements are made in the courts of different states. Again, I just wish that everything was done on a federal, statewide level so everybody's uniform. Same thing we talked about with gun control.